and welcome back to another Bath & Body Works soap review. This one is for the Amazon Rainforest Orchid scent in the Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. This came out in, I want to say 2016, possibly 2017. It was one of those 2 years, and I got this one because I had the Pocket Pack first. And the Pocket Pack version of it, this is a perfect example of how the same scent in different products from Bath & Body Works can smell like totally different things. The Pocket Pack version smelled exactly 100% spot on like the perfume my mom wore when I was a little tiny kid, and it made me hella sentimental, so I bought the soap too. And then was like, how is this the same thing? The second I used it the first time, I was like, that's not even close to that other scent. What gives? But anyway, so this is 8.75 fluid ounces, so it's a good amount. And it is in the newer shape of these bottles, so it's not the old triangular ones. But yeah, it says, "Welcome to sunny Brazil, where exotic adventures and a sensory explosion of color and fragrance await you." So this one was in that same collection that had like White Sands. It was from around that same time, the first time around that came out. And that whole collection, on the whole, was actually pretty darn good. I still have some of it to review and use up. I'm trying to go through my older stock stuff that I've got, but I mean, nothing's crazy old or anything, it's all usable. But this one, I don't know, because of the Pocket Pack version, I was really hoping this would be the same, but it is, alas, not. I love the packaging. I love the purple, which, ironically, my mom's favorite color. But, even, like, just the patterns down the sides are so cute. And the orchids, which also made me think of her, because I think that was her favorite flower. Trying to think if there's anything above an orchid in her book. I think orchid's number 1. I think. But anyway, not sure if that was true when I was little or not. May or may not have been, but regardless, the scent notes in this are lush greens, wild orchid, and jasmine. So to me, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I love jasmine. Orchid can go either way, because everybody's interpretation of it seems to be different. And lush greens, that can mean a lot of things, but I was open to trying it. So, first things first. This one is not one of the more, shall we say, solid of the foamy ones. This is very soupy as far as the foam goes. It's very runny, and it's not because of age, because I have older ones that are 100% as good as the modern ones. So this one was that way from day one, because this is the second bottle I had of it. But I used the other one when it first came out and was originally disappointed by it. But it was just as runny back then too. There is no consistency with Bath & Body Works and the foaming hand soaps as far as the consistency of the foam itself. Usually they do better than this, but this one was not great with that. But it is another one that has like the multi-layers of what scent notes come out when. So when you very first pump it into your hands and you are actively washing your hands with it, more than anything, you get the lush greens note and also the orchid. You don't smell the jasmine at all. But then you wait a couple minutes. Like, I turned this on like maybe 2 minutes after washing my hands. And now, you don't get the greens at all. You get more jasmine. I think the orchid is still at the forefront, but you can smell the jasmine now. So it's interesting. I've noticed in like the past few years, they've really started doing these multifaceted layers of scents to where when you very first put it on versus a few minutes later, it's totally different. But I mean, when it's like actively just being pumped into your hand, I am admittedly not the biggest fan of how this one smells as I am washing my hands with it. The greens note is too strong in it. It just, I don't know, something about it. It's not the worst thing in the world. It doesn't make me gag or anything, but I'm just always like, really? Do I have to? But I mean, I'm this far down in the bottle. I'm not going to go swap it now. I'm just going to use it up. But, it's not bad enough to swap. I only swap if I just cannot with them. But within minutes, it's totally different. And then minutes after that, it's like gone altogether. Like, this is not a long-lasting scent. Some of the soaps, you will smell them on your hands hours and hours later. This one, you'll be doing good if 20 minutes later you're still smelling it on your hands. So it does not have longevity going for it. It just, I don't know, the consistency of the soap isn't going for it. I don't know, guys. I think this one's only getting a 3 out of 5 from me. It's not the worst. It's not bad. It does not smell bad. Do not take that away from this. But I was expecting a completely different experience, especially given the pocketback version, as opposed to this guy. I obviously like the pocketback version much better than this, but I do love the bottle. 90% of why I'm keeping this is so I can reuse the bottle with other foaming soaps after this runs out, because it's so pretty! But I do that occasionally, like, straight up, first to admit it, until it starts to crack and peel, and then I toss them. But as long as it's still cute, I hold on to them. Like that strawberry one from a few summers ago that I used up, like, in a month. I am still reusing that bottle, although now it's starting to get a little rough looking with the crackling on it. But I reuse them a good amount before I finally go recycle them, so that does make it a little more forgivable that I buy so many of these, because I do try to reuse the packaging if I can for at least a while. But anyway. So yeah, not the greatest. Wasn't the hugest fan of it. Not sure if any of the other body care items of this smelled differently. I mean, like I said, between those two items, it smelled like totally different scents, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a vast difference among some of the other ones too. I'd be thrilled to know if there were some of them that smelled more like the pocketback version, because I would be interested in buying those, but I have a feeling they probably smell more like this guy, so what can you do? But anyways, that is about it for this one, so, hopefully this was helpful in case you guys should ever run across it on, like, eBay, or if they ever do a re-release of it. This is one I've noticed. I don't think they've ever done a re-release of from that collection. Some of them have gotten them, but not this guy. This could be why. But if they ever do, or if you ever see it on eBay or Amazon or something, because they do turn up there, I mean, just take into account what I said. If that still sounds like something you'd be into trying, go for it if it's reasonably priced, but otherwise, I mean, it's skippable. It's very skippable. So, anyways, that is it. So you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already, what was that, a sideways? Give it a like. If you're not already, like me, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Did you guys ever have this one back when it was out, or any of the other skincare items in this scent? What did you guys think of it from what you can remember? Love it, hate it, meh about it, anything else? Leave it all down below, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.